Hi, everybody. Katie Kamin here at the Live 5 First Alert Desk with 5 on 5 Plus, where we bring you all of your morning headlines in just a couple of minutes. We have a lot to get to, so let's get started. Now, we are getting new details about an overnight fire that happened in a neighborhood in North Charleston. According to the North Charleston Fire Department, crews were called out to the scene on Iroquois Street near Park Circle around 2:30 a.m. Officials say when they got there, they saw heavy smoke and flames coming from the roof of the back of that house. Crews were told the house was vacant, and fire crews were able to bring that fire under control finally around 4 a.m. There were no firefighter injuries reported, and an investigation into that fire continues now. And in another part of the city, you may see a lot of smoke in the area. The North Charleston Fire Department says that is from a fire at the landfill on Palmetto Commerce Parkway. Now, they've been working to put this out. They say they have been successful in putting that fire out. Here's a look at some video from this morning. You can see just how thick that smoke is out in that area. Now, officials say there is no threat to anyone in the area, but there is still a lot of smoke that will linger as the day goes on. Deputies in Beaufort County are again asking for your help in the search for a teenage girl who has been missing for more than 2 weeks. You see her here on your screen. This is 17-year-old Ariana Hussman, who was last seen leaving her St. Helena Island home the morning of Sunday, February 11th. Officials say at that time she was wearing a yellow sweatshirt, plaid pajama bottoms, and no shoes. Anyone who has seen her or has information about where she could be, you can contact deputies at any of those 3 numbers on your screen: 843-255-3430, 843-524-2777, or the Low Country Crime Stoppers at 843-554-1111. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office tells us one person is dead after deputies tried to pull them over for a traffic stop. Officials tell us they tried to pull over a car on Bohicket Road on Johns Island when that driver crashed into a tree and died there at the scene. We are still working to learn why deputies were pulling that car over and what could have caused the car to hit the tree. The driver's name has not been released, but we will keep you updated as we learn more information. And a beautiful start to your week here in the Low Country. A live look over the USS Yorktown and the Ravenel Bridge. Let's have a look at the rest of the forecast with First Alert meteorologist Joey Sovine.
Meteorologist Joey Sovine here. A chilly start early today, but it won't last long. Sunshine and light winds are going to warm us up very quickly, out of the 30s and 40s into the mid 60s by lunchtime, and around 70 degrees this afternoon under a sunny sky. We'll start to increase the clouds, but also the temperatures tomorrow in the mid 70s, upper 70s, close to 80 degrees for inland areas on Wednesday. We'll continue to be a little cooler along the coast, but overall looks nice and spring-like next couple of days. Small chance of rain late Wednesday. Thursday, dry but much cooler at 61, 64 on Friday, then upper 60s to around 70 for the weekend. We'll likely have to dodge a few showers Friday and perhaps Saturday and Sunday as well.
All right, thanks so much, Joey. Moving on, if you're headed to the pump, gas prices in South Carolina have dropped between 6 and 7 cents per gallon in the last week. The average price in the state today is $2.92. Now, this is around 4 cents higher than a month ago and about 5 cents lower than a year ago. The national average price of gasoline has also fallen in the last week and when compared to this time last year. Officials with Gas Buddies say they do expect this break in prices to be short-lived. They say that's because refiners are producing less gas and diesel, meaning it's just a matter of time before prices collide with that rising demand and start to increase again. If you have any plans to drive through Mount Pleasant over the next couple of weeks, you'll want to know about a road closure that starts today. Town officials say they're closing a stretch of McGrath-Darby Boulevard at Coleman Boulevard, although they didn't say exactly when they plan to start that closure. You are asked to follow detours in that area. Houston, Northcutt, and Johnny Dodds Boulevards are the best points of access to get to McGrath-Darby Boulevard. You can expect delays, and you should watch out for crews as you drive through that area until all of that construction wraps up, and that's expected to end March the 11th. Today, the community will be getting an update on the plans for the Union Pier in downtown Charleston. That project aims to transform the cruise ship terminal and turn it into mixed-use space with affordable housing, retail, commercial, and office space. Today's Stakeholder Advisory Committee meeting will include updates on the plans, more information on what the community open houses last month found. They will also talk about the next steps moving forward. That meeting is set for 5:30 tonight. Today will be one of the last opportunities you will have to weigh in on the I-526 extension here in Charleston, as well as some other potential road projects. In order to fund the long-time discussed Mark Clark 526 extension project, Charleston County Council is considering a sales tax referendum. If approved, the $5.4 billion tax would not only cover the 526 extension, but will also allocate $812 million for other projects. Charleston County has already held multiple meetings to hear feedback. Today as that last meeting. If you have thoughts that you want to share, you can head to North Charleston City Hall from 5 to 7 p.m. for that meeting. And finally, if you live in a rural area and you're having a hard time finding a job, SC Works is looking to help you out today with a special type of event. Today's Rural Connections event will give you resources all in a mobile unit equipped with technology to help you better access job opportunities. It's called the Career Coach. You see it there. Carries 10 computers and printers for you to use to network with employers, submit applications, and work on your resume. Instead of driving to a job fair far away, that hiring workshop kicked off at 10 a.m., then it goes through 2 p.m. It's all being held at In His Name Colleton in Walterboro. Thanks so much for joining us for 5 on 5 Plus today. We'll continue to bring you updates throughout the day on all of the news happening around the Lowcountry. Thanks so much.